Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this week's weekly live stream. Let me just get everything sorted. I'm a little bit behind schedule today. I still haven't had my coffee, so you're going to have to bear with while I sip this coffee throughout this live stream. So this is my weekly live stream. For those beauties that are here, I do these live streams weekly at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We basically jump on, I share my screen with you, and we go on over to Instagram and we talk about all the new beauty releases that have been released throughout the week, and I let you know my thoughts on them. You guys can sound off in the comments and also let me know your thoughts on everything that's come out, and we just have a good old chit-chat conversation about what's been happening in the beauty community and what's been released. I will say that this is a safe place for you to share your opinion, and it's a safe place for me to share my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, that's totally fine. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. You're more than welcome to share yours in the comments or in the live chat if you are here live. But like I said, safe place for everyone to share their comments, everyone to share their thoughts on the new beauty releases. No opinion is wrong or right. We're all here to have a good old chit chat about beauty. And that being said, I have Shelley here today. I'm so excited, waiting patiently to hear your thoughts. Good morning, lovely. And Stevie has also joined us this morning. Good morning to you too, beautiful. Now, let me pull up my Instagram and you will see my screens shortly. Oh, how good does this look? Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Tell me what it is. Red velvet cake shake. Oh, it looks good enough to eat. Looks good enough to eat. This is from Oh Dear Sugar. I've purchased a few things from them, but this is like a bath bomb, bubble bath kind of thing. You run it underwater and it like makes your bath all bubbly. Oh, it looks delicious. Anyway, getting sidetracked here. So for those of you that are new, I do follow a couple of different accounts to keep up to date with the new beauty releases. The main one is Kat and Hayley from Beauty News, and their Instagram page is Beauty News Official. I also follow Trend Mood for anything or any gaps that are on the Beauty News page. And I also follow Indie Makeup Spotlight, which is run by Amy Loves Makeup. Amy from the channel Amy Loves Makeup. Carolyn has also joined us. Good morning to you too. How are we this fine Sunday morning? Okay, now not much has been released this week, so it might be a shorter live stream this week, but we might be able to have a bit of a chit chat at the end. So first of all, we have a new release from Bouquet Beauty. They have released a new clear lash adhesive, and I'm kind of excited about this. I love seeing Jacob. So for those of you that don't know, Bouquet Beauty is owned by Jacob. I forget his last name. I think his YouTube and Instagram is And That's Jacob. He's an Australian YouTuber. He's come out originally with like his own lash line. Now he's added a lash adhesive, which I think is a perfect step for the progression of his brand. Obviously, they go hand in hand. It comes in these little brush applicators for personal use. I find these brush applicators really nice. I find it applies a really nice amount of glue. Like it doesn't apply too much. It doesn't apply like not enough. I find that these little brush applicators apply a really good amount of glue for like personal lash application. The packaging is really nice. It's on brand with all his other stuff. We also have a lash applicator, some tweezers, and a pair of scissors. So, and it looks like a new lash as well. So a new foam ink lash joins the range. This is Chloe. This is a gorgeous lash, actually. So the glue is $8 Australian, which is amazing price. And then the tools are $7 each, which once again is also a fantastic price. The lashes are Oh gosh, I need to sneeze. No, it's gone. He is also donating 10% of the profits to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. Yeah, I love this. Oh, that's right. Is that AJ? This model here is AJ Clementine. She's also an Australian, which is awesome. I love how Jacob has in his campaign or all his marketing campaigns, he's used males, he's used transgenders, he's used females. Like he has used everyone when it's come to his marketing campaigns. I really applaud him for making his marketing campaigns really inclusive. I think he's done an amazing job on that. In terms of the lash glue, it's latex-free, formaldehyde-free, it's waterproof, fast-drying, clear finish, and non-irritating. So it sounds really good. If I ever do get around to trying some of his lashes, I really do want to try some of his lashes, but I have a lot in my collection that I want to get through first. I probably would pick up the lash glue and even some of the tools because, you can never have too many pairs of tweezers or scissors. They are also vegan and cruelty-free, can be reused up to 20 times, handmade from the highest quality synthetic fibers. Sounds great. Sounds great. If you're into lashes, I would definitely check out Bouquet Beauty. We'll try them one day. Definitely try them one day. Ugh. I hope you can't hear that, but you probably can. The guy, we have people that speed past our house all the time. Okay, a new collection of MacFix Pluses are coming out. My friend sent this picture to me and I got so excited. So we have a total of 7 new scents in the MacFix Plus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for this. These are probably going to be freaking expensive. I think in Australian dollars, the last set of the mini scented MacFix Pluses that came out were like $30 each, like way overpriced for what you get. But I just can't resist a good scented MacFix Plus. So we have Passion, which is strawberry and peach. Vitality is apricot and tangy tangerine. Play is lemon and orange. Balance is earthy mint and fresh bergamot. Awaken is tea leaves and lavender. Compassion is rose. Calm is blueberry and jasmine. So a few in there that sound amazing to me is the Vitality one, the apricot and tangy tangerine, the Play with the lemon and orange, Balance with the peppermint and bergamot, and Calm with the blueberry and jasmine. I definitely will smell these in store. If they are like very overpriced, like the last ones, obviously I'm not going to buy all of them because that's going to be like $300 in just mini MacFix Pluses, and that is ridiculous. But I probably will get maybe 1 or 2 of these because I love MacFix Plus. Stevie said, never used fake lashes. Yeah, I don't use fake lashes on myself a lot. They're just like an extra step that I can never be bothered to do, but I do always like how they look. They always like open your eyes a bit, grab that attention and bring the emphasis, add a little bit of drama. Next we have some new eyeshadows coming out from Inglot. This is their new neon eyeshadow range. There's 10 new shades available, only available on their Polish website at the moment, but coming worldwide eventually. I am so excited for these. I will definitely check these out in store at Inglot when I can get to an Inglot store. They're few and far between in Australia, unfortunately, but there are a few in Brisbane. I really like the Inglot formula. I really like the Inglot formula. So it would just depend on what the formula is like on these neon ones, because neons are typically a lot harder to formulate. So it would just depend on how they swatch, how they work on the eyes as to whether I actually pick them up. I will say in this photo though, it's not really showcasing the neon all that much. It's not really pulling up all that neon for me in this picture. I would say it's probably a lighting issue. Maybe they are just this muted, but it could be the lighting is not showcasing the neon like it should. I've just finished my little Peony Mac Fix Plus. I refuse to fall into this trap again. I have many others in my collection to try yet. Yeah, the mini Mac Fix Pluses really are not good value. Like, I will hands down say that they are terrible value when you compare the price of the full size to the mini. It's like shocking value. Stevie says, I've been looking on Inglot's site all week, can't decide whether to splurge or not on a palette. The Inglot palettes, like if you end up creating a large palette, it does work out to be quite expensive. I personally like the Inglot formula, but I know there's people that can't stand it. So it's just a matter of preference. And for something like that, I probably would say, I know it's difficult to get into an Inglot store, but I would probably say hold off, because even when I've been in store swatching some of them, like some of the colors, they're just like, they don't really come off how you want them to. So I think going through and having a play in store, if you can, is the better way when it comes to buying an Inglot palette. Especially because a lot of their shades, they are quite similar to each other. And you don't need lots of double ups of colors of basically the same shade. Kylie has joined us this morning. Good morning to you, beautiful. Thank you for joining us today. Alrighty. Okay. We have a new product from Milk coming out. This is a new limited edition Kush lip balm for Pride. This is a limited edition Pride shade. Is packed with multi-dimensional rainbow pearls that are super comfortable and shift hues in the light. We also dressed it up in our packaging for. Okay. So there is a little bit of. Okay, so they've added some colorful glitter to the packaging. Some colorful packaging, some glitter. I would have liked to see like this whole tube like in rainbow. I think that would have been pretty cool. 100% of the net proceeds of this Kush lip balm will be donated to the center. I haven't heard of that organization before. Oh, it's a community center in New York City. Yeah, I don't know. This, like, I think it's great that they're donating 100% of the proceeds. But this just doesn't really scream. I would have liked to see it swatched on the lip, maybe. It just doesn't really scream pride to me. But I guess it doesn't always have to be in your face with the rainbow to be able to support the Pride month. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's good for those people that want something a little bit more subtle to support Pride. But I don't know. When I look at this, I don't see Pride. And I don't know. I would like to just, have that more association with what they're supporting. Maybe if they did the lid in like rainbow glitter or something like that, I think that would have been cool. I don't know. I haven't tried this lip balm. You can't get Milk in Australia. It's impossible to get. So I can't really comment on the formula other than that. I'm 10 hours from Brisbane. May just give it a miss. There are stores in other states. There are definitely stores in other states. So you might be able to find something closer to you, or maybe check out some swatch videos of, if you can find some swatch posts or some swatch videos of the Inglot shadows. That might be a good way to do it if you can't get to a store. I know there's a few people that have done big like swatch posts of their shadows on blogs and stuff. If you just Google like Inglot eyeshadow swatches. Alrighty. JD Glow have launched a liquid multi-chromes, and I'm kind kind of on the fence about this because I like how convenient this is. But at the same time, I think that for me, I would prefer to buy the multi-chromes in a pressed shadow. That way, for me, it's not going to, like the formula of the liquid is not going to dry out as quick as it would in a compact. Just depends on what the packaging is like on these. I know some of my JD Glow liquid multi-chrome liners have to, I have to kind of mix it like really, really well because they do settle out after a while. So this might be the same with these. You can get all these colors in a pressed shadow. So it just depends on what kind of formula you like, whether you like it to be liquid or whether you like it to be pressed. I think they also have them in loose. I will say that's one thing that I really like about this multi-chrome collection from JD Glow is they are covering preferences for everyone. Like some people prefer liquid shadows, some people prefer loose shadows, some people prefer it in a pressed form, so that if you like a particular color, you can get it in whichever formula you prefer to work with. So I really like that JD Glow have done this. They've gone for the liquid and all the other dry formulas. And it would just depend on what you like. I think on their website they do have like a mixing medium that you can use with their dry multi-chromes. So I don't know. For me, I think I would prefer to go that way than have them already mixed. That way I can kind of control the air and whatnot and how it affects getting into the liquid product. But I still have all the multi-chromes from JD Glow on my wish list. One thing I will say about JD Glow is they have really good sales quite regularly. So I would wait for a sale because they always have really good sales and they are quite expensive to ship to Australia. So for us in Australia, I would recommend just holding off a little bit until a sale. In saying that, though, generally when they have a sale, they sell out of everything really quickly. So you've got to be pretty on the pulse when it comes to ordering from them if you want anything from them. But their multi-chrome stuff is really good. The multi-chrome, other than the fact that I have to mix them up because I don't use them all that often, other than the fact that I have to like remix them, the liquid multi-chrome liners that I have are really good. And the colors, the multi-chrome colors that they've created in their collections is out of this world. I'm in Queensland, just in central Queensland. Brisbane is the closest. I'll make a decision eventually. Yeah. It's hard to make a commitment when you are spending that much money. They do stock on other sites. I think they stock on Beauty Bay. I think one of those sites. So maybe you could wait until, like, decide which shadows you want and then maybe wait until a sale on one of their stockist sites. Because the Inglot website doesn't have sales all that often. Okay. They're so pretty though. Yeah, they are very pretty. But you can get them in any formula that you want. So you just go with whatever formula you prefer to work with. If you're using them every day, like the liquid shadow, if you're using them every day on yourself, the liquid shadow would be the way to go because like just one swipe and you're good to go. You don't have to mess around with trying to make it stick to your lid and all that jazz. Okay, these are some new Marc Jacobs. These are some new Marc Jacobs face illuminizers. So they are a coconut-infused liquid highlighter. They have this doe foot applicator. It's supposed to be a serum-like formula that feels cushiony. $32 in 2 shades. So we have a warm, soft gold shimmer and a cool, soft pink shimmer. I don't think there's any swatches on this, unfortunately. I don't really like having liquid highlighters in packaging like this. Stevie's just said there's Marc Jacobs products on sale at Sephora at the moment, including the gloss sticks. Ooh, that's very interesting. I'm going to have to go check it out. I did quickly scroll through the Sephora sale the other day, and it was all like I think it was like the Sephora favorite stuff. And I was like, oh, I couldn't be bothered scrolling any further, but I'm going to have to check out the Marc Jacobs products. And I also noticed that these ones here, we've already spoken about all the other stuff like the liners, the eyeshadow palette, and the mascara, but we haven't spoken about these brow products. And I thought that these were really interesting. So these are the Brow Wow Duo. They are a brow powder pencil and a tinted gel. Plus, you get one pencil refill, all of that for $39. I think this is really good. Even in Australia, if this was like $40, $70, I mean, that might be getting a bit expensive. But when you think about the price of like a Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, for example, I think they're about $30 in Australia. You're getting 2 brow pencils and a brow gel for $39. So I don't think it's too badly priced compared to other brow products on the market. It would just depend on how quickly you go through the brow gel, like how much brow gel is in there and how much brow pencil is in these 2 pencil products that you get. So yeah, I like this idea. I like having this refill. One thing I would really like to see is maybe a refill product that you can buy separately and you can just pop in there. But getting the 2 for like 2 in the packet with the brow gel, I really like that. I don't know. Sometimes for me, especially, like I prefer to just use like a clear brow gel. It just depends on your preference, whether you like to have your brow gel match your brow pencil or whether you don't. If you don't like it, then you might have to, go elsewhere. Is there anything else yeah, I like these. It's a good idea. I like the repack, like the refillable stuff that's coming out. I want to see more of that. There's a lot of Zoeva too. Yeah, I think I saw some of the Zoeva stuff. I need more. Well, I don't need more brushes, but I definitely want more brushes. Why did I click on that? We don't need to talk about that. We've already spoken about that before. There is a new priming moisturizer from Glossier. This is an oil control primer. This is supposed to hydrate, minimize the appearance of pores, matte finish with a subtle hint of glow. It's a gel cream formula for $25 and you get 50 ml in the bottle. I think that's a pretty good price for 50 mils, $25. It is fragrance-free, cruelty-free, vegan. It's supposed to improve the texture of bumpy or glare-prone skin. Yep, sounds cool. It's got niacinamide in it. We also have fruit extracts, apple fruit extracts for hydration. Marina extract helps banish shine. Niacinamide improves the look of pores. Willow bark extract for a velvety smooth finish, and bamboo extract. We can't get Glossier in Australia anyway. I would really like to try some products from Glossier, but you can't get them in Australia. They don't ship to Australia, which I think is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And there's so many good brands. The other thing with the Glossier is there's so many good brands in Australia that they could easily partnership with and get to stock their brands, but they don't. Like there's Adore Beauty, even Sephora or Mecca. There's just so many things that they could do to get their products worldwide, or even if they partnered with Beauty Bay or Beautylish who ship internationally, that way they don't have to do it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Didn't see brushes in there. Sorry. They've been adding products included every few days. So I hate it when they just like slowly add products to the sale. Glare prone, is that a new way of saying oily? Yeah, well, when I read that, I was like, glare prone, right. Yeah, because is it like when someone looks at your face and it's too shiny, the sun reflects off it too much? Is that what they mean? I don't know. What are these? What are these? What are these? What are these? I don't think these are new. Kaja lip and cheek creams. Okay, so they must have combined them. I think originally they were like separate. Now I think they're combined. There's two colorways. We have this corally one, and then we have this berry one, juicy watermelon, and then we have this berry tone. That deep one's pretty. This one. That's very pretty. I don't think we can get Kaja in Australia either. All these brands that are bringing out new stuff that we can't even get. It's annoying. Yeah, they look really nice, and especially on the skin in these shoot photos, promotional photos. That's what I'm looking for. They look really nice. They look really nice. I like them. It just depends on the formula, how the formula feels, and how it blends on the skin. Would depend on whether they're a good product. But I like them, especially this deeper one, the mauve toned one. Looks really nice. Right. We are quickly running out of things to talk about today. There's a few things on in the makeup spotlight. Alrighty. I think this is where we got up to last week. So we have 8 new glosses coming out from Clarity Cosmetics. They are going to be $8 each. Some of these colors are really nice, like this one, and this one, and this one. Some of them, like the deeper ones, looks like you get kind of like that the line because of the color. But some of them, like the clearer ones, look really nice. They look nice. And we have some new illuminating powders from JD Glow. These look beautiful. These look absolutely beautiful. Look at them. They look like liquid. They look like liquid chrome. Like, oh gosh. Imagine that as the highlighter. Like that intense. Gee willikers. Oh. JD Glow are doing a good job at the moment, I reckon, with what they're bringing out. And we have a new product from DJS Unique Boutique. This is a eyeshadow palette. This is the Our Favorite Things palette. On the eye though. Oh yes, they would be beautiful on the eye. Oh, could you imagine? Oh, that would look so good. These are the swatches of the eyeshadows. None of them really jump out at me. These colors, this green one is nice, and the pink, but I don't think I would use this palette. Let me go back. I like the packaging. I will say I like this very kind of plain background with just like the subtle shimmer. It doesn't take away from the colors, but when they swatch, they don't swatch the greatest. Yeah. Where are these guys based? Let me have a look. Can you tell me? I think that they're in America. Free shipping. Looks like they're so close as well. Okay. Shipping. Oh, it looks like they only ship to America. Oh, that sucks. Right. So we can't get these guys at the moment anyway, probably because it costs too much to ship internationally. Oh, no, just go back to, I don't know why my computer does that. Yeah, so we can't get our hands on this palette anyway at the moment, which is disappointing, but understandable. Next, we have some new products coming out. This is a sneak peek of the Midas Glow collaboration with Neon MUA. This is going to be a series of face palettes launching in June. So each palette's going to have 4 shades. I am excited to see what is in these palettes, whether they're going to be like blush bronzer palettes or whether they're going to just be all blush palettes, whether we're going to have some highlighter and bronzer palettes in there. I'm excited to see what is going to be in these palettes. They look really nice. Well, the packaging looks nice at least. And Midas, I've heard good things about the Midas formula. I personally haven't tried anything from Midas just yet, but I've heard good things about them. Alrighty. Now we have some more sneak peeks from Midas Cosmetics. We have 2 new cake liner palettes. Color me intrigued. They have the pastel palette and they have a neon palette, and I am really interested now. These both come with a graphic liner brush and they retail for $25 each. They are launching in July. I am very, very interested. I have always wanted like an eyeshadow palette format with cake liners in it. And this is serving that up to me. I am so keen. I like it. I like it. I wonder if these are UV. I want to know if these are UV activated. If they glow in the dark, that would be cool. If these all glow in the dark, that would be cool. I'm so intrigued. I'm so interested in these. This is something that I've always wanted, is like a palette of cake eyeliners or cake liners. I've always wanted, and I know people have been like begging Suva Beauty to do something like this for years. And I hope one day they do something like this, but I am very interested in this. This might be my first purchase from Midas Cosmetics. I'm interested. I'm interested. That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. We flew through today. Well, there hasn't been very much released, launched, announced this week with good reason, but not much. Have you tried any of the Suva cake liners, Bettina? I've been tempted by them. I have all of them except like their very new ones. I really like them. I actually used some of them this week in a body paint piece, and it turned out really well. The UV ones turned out really well. Yeah, I really like them. I like the colors, and I like that you can get the colors, the bright colors, without it being like a creamy gel formula, because they tend to dry out if you don't use them a lot. Whereas these, because they're water activated, they dry themselves out anyway. So you can have them for longer because they're a dry formula that activates. What liquid do you use with them? Just water. I use just water. I've seen some people use like hydroliner with them. If you are going to do that, I would recommend decanting some of it first onto like a palette, and then using the Duraline that way. Otherwise, because I know that the owner of Super Beauty has said that if you're using anything else in it, it might like compromise the formula of the actual cake. So if you are going to use anything other than water, I would recommend decanting it. That's how I use it anyway. Like I decant it all the time anyway, just to keep it sanitary. So I like scrape some out onto a palette, and then I activate it with water that way. But if you're just using it on yourself, you can go in with the liner. Model Rock is having a sale too, if anyone is interested. Ooh. I am interested. Inglot Duraline is supposed to be good with cake liners. Don't use them myself. Yeah, it is good with cake liners. You've just got to be careful that it doesn't like compromise the formula of the cake liner, because cake products, typically the formula is designed to be activated with water, and Duraline is obviously not water. So anything other than water can compromise the formula. So I would always recommend, if you're going to use anything other than water with a cake product, scraping it off onto a palette and then using the product that way. Yeah, I've spent some money this week. I've been pretty good this week. Touch wood. Not that I have any wood around me. Yeah, I've been pretty good this week. But that could all go by the wayside. I actually haven't really had any time to spend any money this week because I've been busy. Let me go back here. Actually, we shall news. Okay, there definitely hasn't been anything new. Let me stop sharing my screen. And oh really? Have nearly a whole kit now though. Oh, that's exciting. You can play and get some models and use all your stuff. That'll be so exciting. There's also a Pat McGrath quad on sale at Sephora. Oh, don't tempt me. By the way, I've had an absolute debacle with Divine Rose 2 palette. Pat M charged my account more than double and are not replying to my email. Oh my God, are you serious? I haven't spent any money. I've been eyeing that off. Still waiting on my Beautylish order with my Wayne Goslip products. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of happy that I didn't buy any of it now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that they charge your account so many times. Oh my gosh. And during this time as well, like of all times to overcharge someone. That's just ridiculous. And you're still waiting on your Wayne Goslip products. Hopefully they arrive soon, because you haven't been waiting for a while. That's the only problem with all the delays in shipping. They're like doubling the delay, like doubling the normal process times. Oops. Did you at least get a tracking number? Oh gosh. It'd be nice if Sephora had that debacle again where they had 50% off everything. And to make it worse, they still haven't confirmed my order, so I don't know if I actually got the pallet order. Oh my gosh, that is so frustrating. I've heard not the best things about Pat McGrath's customer service, like that it's a bit off. I ended up ordering the first Divine Rose palette in the pink packaging. I got a confirmation. Took me over a month to get a Tarte order. Still waiting on one. It's customs. Yeah, I've had stuff tracking on my Beautylish says it shipped last weekend. Oh, that's so frustrating. I'd be so upset. I get really impatient. So that's one reason why I haven't ordered anything from like international lately, because I heard terrible things about that Divine Rose 2 release. I had heard lots of not great things about their customer service too, but I have brought a heap from them and never had a problem. Fingers crossed it gets sorted. Yeah, I hope it gets sorted for you too, because, well, it better get sorted because that's a lot of money to be, overcharged on your card. Oh, they're 50% off. Okay, I'm tempted. I've spent all week looking for the skull palette behind you. These ones, other side. These ones, on, I think they're on Beauty Bay still. Let me check. Stevie, these are the Melt Cosmetics Amoratono collection. So the Vita and the Muerte palette. Actually, I think Melt Cosmetics had a sale or has a sale. Let me check for you. They did have a sale just recently. I don't know whether they're still on sale. Yeah, when I was, well, I didn't end up buying these. My husband ended up buying these for me. But when I was looking to purchase them, they were always like one was out of stock and the other one was in stock, and then they'd swap. Very annoying. Oh, that's annoying. Vita's there. Oh, yeah, Muerte sold out on the Melt Cosmetics website. What about Beautylish? Okay, we have. Good thing at Beauty Bay. At one point they were selling it in a pack. You could get both in a pack, or they had them separately listed as well. I just adore the packaging. Yeah, me too. I absolutely love it. Like, that was one of the main things that drew me in was the packaging. And I just love it so much. That's why I display it back here, because I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And most of the time, my camera would rather focus on them than me. So says a lot. Yeah, it's all out of stock on Beauty Bay as well. I think because Beauty Bay just recently had them on sale as well. So might just have to hang 10, unfortunately, and wait until it all comes back in stock. But yeah, it did take me a while to get my hands on them as well. And in the end, my husband beat me to it anyway. But when I was looking to buy it, it was always in and out of stock. Oh gosh. Yeah, I just checked Beauty Bay. Most of them are out of stock actually. I need to find me a husband like yours. Yeah, you do. My we have like I don't know how to say this, but like we have like birthday lists, and we just put like what we want on the list, and we just buy like each other off the list. That way, you know, we know each other's going to be happy, and we know that each other's going to get what they want. And yeah, we just like have a really long list, and that way it's like still a surprise. I don't know. Some people think that's stupid because, you know, you're taking away the element of surprise and you're taking away the whole point of like gifting. But I would prefer to know that he's getting something he's going to use and want and be happy with than me just like making up something. I usually go off list a little bit anyway. I think Friend Beauty has Melt too, but I never brought from them. I have no idea what they are like. I only just heard that from Haley. Friend Beauty. Let me check. Smart idea. No way, very sensible. Yeah, I personally think it's a sensible idea because I don't like having lots of useless crap in my house. Like I like having stuff that I know that I'm going to use. So that's one of the main reasons why we do it. I've never heard of this site. Friends with a S. Where is it? Melt. Oh, they sell Denisomerics. Melt. LM. Melt. It's actually FRENDS. Friends with no I. Oh, they have Muerte's out of stock on them as well. They only have Vita. Do they have this set? Yeah, they only have Vita in stock. I've never heard of these guys. It's one of the ones my course recommends, so it's got to be legit. Oh, okay. I've never heard of these guys. Where are they? Okay, they're in Hollywood. Mail product information to. How much do they charge for shipping? All good. We used to have Christmas wish lists with mum and dad when we were young. Now that we're all married, we do a Secret Santa with the family. Yeah, I do. We do Secret Santa with my in-laws. We did that this past year for the first time, and it went down so well. So I think that will be something that we do going forward, because normally, like, you know, there's so many in my in-laws family. By the time you have like partners and you have the kids and whatnot, it was just so much easier to do Secret Santa, and that way we all got something that we would use instead of just like small things from Kmart. US somewhere. Yeah, it's how much is their shipping? FedEx International. Their shipping might get I think it's based on weight. I get a discount thing with them, but haven't looked into it because currency difference and shipping. Yeah, and it looks like to be honest, a lot of these brands, I think you could easily get from Australian sites as well. So I would check that out first. I know you get the discount, but the discount doesn't really. By the time you calculate in the exchange and shipping, sometimes it's better to just buy from an Australian site. Some Australian sites do offer a student discount, but I'm not sure whether they would recognize your school. Yeah, that's what I figured. And support Oz. Yeah, exactly. Support Australian where you can, if you can. And like I said, sometimes it works out to be cheaper anyway, to even factoring in the discount with an international website, shipping, exchange rate. Sometimes it works out to be cheaper just to pay full price in Australia. But yeah, Stevie, some like makeup suppliers in Australia do offer a discount for students, but it would I'm not sure. You'd have to check with them whether they recognize whatever school you're going through as a, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but recognized the school that you're going through and would give you the discount. How did your assessments go? Was that the last week? It was my last week on campus. We're going to do an extra week of professional development after I finish, but I still have, I think, maybe 5 assignments left to go. I'm going to try and do more of them today, and then I'm pretty much finished. But yes, it went so well. I was so exhausted every single day. I had some 9-10 hour shoot days, but it was really, really well. Really, really good. It went so well. That's why I was looking at Inglot, because I was originally looking at Colourpop, Build Your Own Palette, but Inglot is in Australia. Yeah, that's true. There's a list of Oz ones too on my portal thing, but I've never heard of some of them. Yeah, some of them you probably haven't heard of because they are more artist used. They're not commercial kind of websites. They're more for artists, and that's where they get their bulk supplies from, or different things like that. Yeah, if any of you are interested, I don't know, I've never told you guys this before, but I actually have a separate Instagram page for my makeup, my actual artistry. So if you do want to follow me on Instagram and see what I'm up to, makeup wise or artistry wise, it's just bettina.mua, and that's my Instagram handle for anything artistry related. So the makeup enthusiast, the makeup_enthusiast on Instagram, is more social media, and what I'm doing on myself. Bettina.mua is more what I'm doing on models, clients, special effects stuff, different things like that. I only need shadows, foundations, and concealers now. Maybe try, it's expensive, definitely expensive, but maybe check out Krylon. But with Krylon, you can get palettes of full foundation palettes, and you can pick the colors that you want in the palettes. They do work out to be really expensive, but at least that way you have a full range of colors, and you only need a really small amount of those foundations to do a full face. Was looking at Crown Brush and Designer Makeup Tools. Is that the one you're talking about? They're really good. She's really sweet, the lady that owns Designer Makeup Tools. I think she's based in Brisbane. Crown brushes, they're a bit hit and miss. Depends on which brushes you get. They're like, some of their brushes are like really cheap, like Morphe kind of quality. Some of them are pretty good. Yeah, that one, I never get the name right. That's so good. Yeah, I had like the big palettes from Crown that came in my kit when I brought it originally, and it terrible. It's like worse than Morphe. If you're going to buy, like, if you want cheap shadows that work, I would probably recommend going with Morphe over Crown brushes. And like, I don't say that lightly because I don't really like supporting Morphe, but I know a lot of makeup artists do use Morphe and like Morphe, and you can get a fair bit for a decent price. Maybe that's like it could be a good way to start. Like, start with Morphe, and then as you get more funds, you can expand from there. You're doing a special effects as well. I'm doing like basic special effects because my course is like distance. I wasn't able to do full-on prosthetic, like full face prosthetics, just basic stuff. So like cuts, grazes, smaller like transfer pieces, different things like that. I think I'm going to get shadows from Morphe or Sephora, but for the most part from Colourpop or Inglot, just need to find foundations from other places. Yeah, Colourpop do good shadows, and Inglot, I've already said that. If you do buy from Morphe, get it from Mecca. I would recommend buying it through Mecca because I've heard pretty mixed things about the Morphe customer service. Like, I'm in a lot of those Facebook groups, like the makeup Facebook groups, and I'm always seeing people complain about the crappy customer service through Morphe. So I would recommend probably anything Morphe related, buy it through Mecca if you can. And my other tip would be you don't have to buy the most expensive stuff. I got brushes off Morphe and it took a while, but no other issues. Yeah, you don't have to buy the most expensive like stuff. A lot of the times as well, like the expensive stuff ends up getting stolen or taken by accident. So you don't have to buy the most expensive stuff. A lot of artists use brands that like people mainstream have never heard of, and it's like you still get a good end result. I've just heard artists like taking like their Dyson hair dryers or like Pat McGrath palettes, different things like that to like shoots and shows and like clients' places, and it has gone missing. And because it's the prestige stuff, that's always the stuff that's going to have the target. So yeah, I would just recommend, you don't always have to have the most expensive stuff. I've actually used Bella Box stuff for a lot of my kit. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Cool. Well, I think unless you guys have any more questions, we might jump off because there's nothing else to talk about. There's no other makeup releases. I didn't think there would be very much happening considering everything that's going on at the moment. Yeah. I'm slowly figuring it out now. I just need to start doing it. Yes, definitely. Practice makes perfect. And if you can't find, like, if you have family or friends that you can con into practicing on, that's always good. Using someone else to apply it on. But if you can't, practicing on yourself is still really good as well. Like, just getting the basics down, applying it is always a really good way to start. And obviously with COVID and everything, it's hard to feel confident to apply it on someone else, particularly if you haven't got your hygiene processes down pat just yet. Applying it on yourself is still always a really good way to start practicing and start posting stuff on social media. Like even just posting photos of yourself, it's a good way to start building up like an audience and promoting yourself. Not that I can really talk because I am terrible on social media. I'm the worst at when it comes to posting stuff on social media. If you're consistent, you will build an audience. Don't be like me and post every second month. That's what I'm telling myself. Just need to keep telling myself, yeah. Cool. Okay, wonderful. If any of you are still here and you haven't already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, family, whoever you think would enjoy these videos, enjoy the ramblings of me talking about new beauty releases. If you haven't already, you're new here, make sure you click the subscribe button. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Stay safe, stay healthy, look after yourself. Stevie, you are very welcome. I hope to see you all next week. Same time, same place, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I thank you all for joining me today. It's been a blast. Yeah, I will see you next week. Goodbye, everyone.